Orgullo mío eres tú, mi bendición. Tu voz de oro canta al cielo sin tremor. Ternura de seda, tan gran corazón. No importa que pase en la vida, tú sabes que siempre yo estoy. Mi luna y sol. Madre tan linda, siempre en mi mente permanente estará. Y es para siempre. Soy trabajadora y aprendí a ser valiente. De mi reina querida, orgullosa de mí. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro. Nunca se te olvide que te amo. Hoy te felicito por tu esfuerzo. Hoy y cada día yo te aprecio y te quiero. Las flores hoy se ven nacer por tanto amor que tú me has dado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Nunca te olvides tú de mí. Nunca madre, eres mi cielo. Desde el día en que te vi nacer, una nueva vida ha empezado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro. Nunca se te olvide que te amo. Nunca se te olvide que te amo. Te amo. Te amo. El hecho de escuchar tu dulce voz me rinde el dolor de tu ausencia.
Prefiero hasta la muerte sin tu amor, porque nadie llenará la diferencia.
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for Late Nights with All Access.
And this King Tiz in the building. Tune in every Monday
night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night. Every single Monday night. To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
here at Alamo Biscuit Company. Shout out to John and his whole entire team being our official sponsor location. The setup is kind of different. We are missing Nat Boogie and Dr. Queen Natasha. Shout out to Natasha's daughter. It's her birthday. And looking forward to having them back and returning. But you are tuning in right now, episode 238, Late Nights with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony. Right next to me, we have our special guests, Gilbert and Grace. And first and foremost, I have to say congratulations on placing first at the San Antonio Sweets and Sugar Festival. And this was for the people. The people decided to do this one.
People's champ.
The people's champ.
Right at her.
The people's choice. So it's amazing to have you both here. And, I cannot express that, having vendors like yourself, taking the leap of faith, putting yourself out there is amazing. So, one of the highlights of the weekend, for those that are watching, it was the first annual San Antonio Sweets and Sugar Festival that was held at Smoke, Texas downtown. Yeah. And I say roughly a little bit over 500 people in and out that came through the event. So a lot of kids. Bumping. So it was a lot of kids, a lot of fun. And, before we get into, the festival itself, how did y'all prep for it? And what was your weekend looking like, getting to that point?
Oh, man, it was a whole lack of sleep, I'll tell you that. We hit the kitchen Friday, and when you're making such a huge amount, because we got to make sure everyone gets this, you spend a lot of time in that kitchen, a lot of time prepping, watching Gracie just sheet tray on
make
sheet
a lot
tray
of macaroons, yes.
Tray, yeah. It was definitely a jam-packed thing. I think we stayed at that kitchen till 10. And then I know I went home and kept trying to pipe some more stuff
baking,
and getting it run. Yeah.
But it was fun overall. We enjoyed it. Yes. It was part of the whole experience.
No, and definitely I'll say is I feel like when you put in that level of work, it's hard to not feel like a champ.
Yeah.
All you're thinking about is Kobe saying, you only need 4 hours of sleep. You got to go compete. And you're
there
like,
you go.
That's right.
We were just excited to be part of the competition. And even if we won or not, we were just excited to be there.
No, that's exciting to know. Now, how did y'all come up with the treat?
I asked for you.
So we did a chocolate shooter with a chocolate cake and our horchata filling, and then we did these macaroons as decoration.
Let's open this up.
Yes, let's open it if you want to help me out.
Help you out. There we go. Teamwork right there.
Right. Making the dream work all day.
Making the dream work. Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is the top part, right?
The top part. And we wanted to use like the Willy Wonka swirl lollipops as an inspiration.
Okay, keep on talking. I'm
and
going to actually get a little closer up look on it. So keep on talking.
That's how we got the lollipop part, the macaroon. And then the chocolate cake, well, it's Willy Wonka. He's a chocolatier, so we wanted to use chocolate as well. Horchata, because we're in San Antonio. It's very Latino, a rice horchata drink. So we wanted to make that part of the dish as well.
And also horchata just happens to be my favorite anything. However you repurpose that flavor, I am a happy man.
Nice.
And we also did a little caramel in the middle just to do the
golden ticket.
Yes, Willy Wonka, just to make it a little fun. Yeah.
We about yourself, so it was just amazing.
To get love from everyone like that, it is definitely, it's a special enough feeling seeing hundreds of people come out, party, have a good time with you, and, of course, everyone else that was there kind of being the center of it. We had, I think, there was 10, 12 different vendors all competing for this, and just seeing everyone come together just to have fun.
Exactly.
Just say, hey, we want sugar, we want sweets, want a good time.
It was a good time. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of sweets. But definitely a fun time.
Now, how did y'all hear about the event?
So that was Gilbert here.
Okay, Gilbert. Okay.
He was the mastermind behind it.
So that's kind of something that I feel is something that I have to do, especially in the city of San Antonio. There's so many things that happen at any given time, but it always feels like you got to kind of sniff it out, like you got to kind of figure out about it. And luckily enough, I have plenty of people that know you personally, all send me the same thing that were like, have you seen this? You should do something for it. And I was like, well, just so happens I know the best pastry chef around. So
Yes.
one phone call away, we managed to link up, talk about it, and I was, please, I know it's only a few weeks away. Can you let us in?
It was a week.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
on there.
I
week
think
and
we
a
were a
half.
little
weeks, yeah.
last minute, but we were excited.
So again, thank you for
Yes,
letting us
for allowing
participate
us to be
and
part of it.
No, it's amazing to have people that are passionate like you
Yes.
guys, because there's a difference between understanding vision and then understanding and chasing money. And because when we announced this event, we had over 48 plus different vendors that actually were highly interested into the event.
Oh wow.
But then when they started to learn more about the concept and how it works and how it operates, they didn't see the vision. So, that went to 48 plus to maybe 30. And then out of the 30 that committed verbally, I would say 20 actually signed the agreements. But then it's a numbers game. It takes a lot of time.
It does.
So you're even though the event, you guys, was from 2 to 7.
Yes.
They're getting in there by 9 or 10 or 11, or they're working on last minute things at 9, 10, 11. So it takes a whole process. So some people, they don't see it that way. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Let's just say a 12-hour day, and I'm just giving free samples. And I try to educate them to understand exposure is a long-term investment. Networking is a long-term investment.
Definitely.
Building relationships is a long-term investment. And then the way I operate and the way I promote and advertise, it's a long-term investment in relationship. So, for me to tell you guys, hey, even though after this event is done, you can always piggyback off of the SA Sweets and Sugar Fest on social media and even the All Access brand. And that's the long-term relationships that I want people to see. And for you guys to be, yes, I say thank you, because this can't happen without you vendors.
Yes.
And, putting the idea together and having people understand the vision, that's a beautiful thing.
I love the theme of it, the Willy Wonka. I thought it was so fun. I was like, there's so many things I could do.
Yes.
It was just, I couldn't make up my mind. I wanted a golden ticket, but...
No, and we're excited because next year, I'll give everyone exclusive what we're doing next year. Next year, we're going to have the Candyland Road. You know how it looks?
Yes.
So we're going to incorporate that. All the decorations that were there this year are going to be back, and then we're going to add more decorations, more balloons, more candy canes. We're going to actually hire... I'm looking for midgets or small people, however you want to say it politically.
Hey, whatever the term may
whatever
be
the term
nowadays.
be, I don't know what it is, but small people or midgets or small people, as Oompa Loompas and walking them around. And so we're really going to go take this. In the first year, I want to get a taste of it. I want to see, okay, what is the expectation? Because all the other festivals bring numbers. So you just never know. And then we had people saying, oh, the rodeo's this week and the rodeo's this month. Why this month? And I'm just like, not everyone likes the rodeo.
That is
and
true.
let's be honest, San Antonio don't even bring that good acts in the rodeo. We always get like the
Get
seconds.
the B team coming
We get the
out
B
here.
team. Yeah, there you go. I like that way. We get the B team. Houston always get the A team and everything.
You always see this sold out performance.
Yes.
Houston, this, that, and this. And it comes San Antonio, it's like, we got cowboy breakfast. And you know what? Hey, San Antonio loves its food. And that's why we do festivals like this.
Yes.
And I don't know, for me personally, I think the most exciting part about this is, like you said, there are some business that focus on, well, how much money am I going to make from it? For me and for us personally, it's a big part of, hey, we're doing it for the city, like we want to give the city something cool to do. And if we get to be a part of that, where people are going home saying, oh my God, that Sweets and Sugar Festival was awesome. And did you see Sweet Jupiter Bakery there? Did you see Chango Loco there? Oh my God, it was fun. To be uttered in that same sentence feels good.
Feels very good.
It does. And you know what? I'll give you an example of what's going to happen next year. So I was asked to be on SA Live twice, before the festival. You guys, I'm telling you right now, you both will be on SA Live next year. once we start promoting this again.
For the send-off next year.
The send-off next year, because you won first place.
That's true.
People's Choice Award.
The first annual, yes.
So you
it was
will
very
be
exciting.
A belt, like, are we going to walk on stage?
I actually have the trophies, you know, so I apologize for that. My one of the vendors, he felt really bad. He was going through so much during the week, and I said, you know what, it's fine. I said, we get hiccups, and I'm a very transparent person, so I'm just like, I'm gonna tell them already. He's like, you gotta tell all of them. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna get them all together and say, this is the situation. No trophies right now at this moment, but we will go ahead and give you those at the private dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's the pause for dramatic effects.
Yes.
Where we can honor the zoo.
Yes, and the zoo. So, and that's the beautiful thing is that we were able to give back a portion of the proceeds to the San Antonio Zoo, and continue to help raise awareness and money over there.
Yes.
So even though they're a big organization, we're still glad to have them. Our focus is to help any small or big nonprofit organization, and we tie them into every single festival. So it was a beautiful thing to actually have them part of there.
Hey, with a purpose.
With the purpose. You know, you eat a bunch of sweets and sugars.
People were sugared out after, though. Yes.
Yo, especially with the kids, those sugar highs running around everywhere. I was like, yeah, here, grab another one. Go, go, go. I don't got to watch you later.
Now, you know, I was going to ask y'all, were y'all able to at least meet the other vendors and kind of network and kind of get to know them?
I definitely walked around and tried other sweets as well. Yes.
Look, I mean, I'm a sweets guy, you know,
yeah.
It's obvious. So you better believe I was like, Gracie, you got this for a second? I'm going to go take a quick lap. An hour later, I'm going to take another quick lap, you know?
Yeah.
It's a nice time getting able to see everyone doing it in a, I don't want to say a non-stressful environment, because everyone is putting their best foot forward, and sometimes it's stressful to try your best, but to kind of be coming together for something bigger than just your business makes it a little easier to like, hey, how you doing, man? How's it been? Blah, blah. Who are you? This, that. And being able to see everyone's different inspiration to all the different booths, the way they decorated, how they presented themselves. It was a very inspirational time, to say the least.
That I love that point of view, you know. And while we're, you know, talking about the vendors, give a shout out to Sebastian's Snack Shack, Archie's Coffee Lounge, which is one of our sponsors, as well as the San Antonio Zoo. We gave back to them. Then you have Roxy's Cheesecake. She was one of the vendors too.
I tried her cheesecake.
Very
they were
delicious,
very good. Yes.
beyond flavor. They had a really good twist on their banana pudding.
That was amazing. That banana pudding, I had 3 or 4 times.
And I believe they won 3rd place in the best sweets and sugar award based on the judge's choice.
Yeah.
And then you had Mack Injury Attorney as our platinum sponsor. Then you had 5M Lemonade, that lemonade stand.
Oh, yeah,
very delicious.
Nice. I did see that.
Then you had, of course, Love Bites by Amy. And then you had you guys, you know, and then El Chongo Loco, and then Abuela's Kitchen, and then Sweets Creation, and Cozy's Cakes, and oh my gosh, I'm going blank now. There was more vendors.
That's like you can tell there was a lot of people.
There was a lot,
trying to show off. And I'll say special shout outs to Abuelita's Kitchen. Because their booth, I like they had put walls up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like,
I loved it. They had the weights, too, on the corner. They were
so
ready.
Where'd you get all this?
I was like, we need, for next year.
They were ready. I was like, they're building a house. I was like, this is a house. I was like, where's the lights? Where's the restroom? Shoots. They had everything in there. I was like, they were prepared. I love that because it makes you, like other vendors, they did the same thing. They asked them, where did they get it?
Yeah.
Where did you do this? And so, because they want to be prepared as well. Because branding is so important.
It's very important.
You know, branding is very, very important to be there. And, you know, and shout out to all the guests being there, all the kids and everyone, because we did get a little chilly out there. But the sun did come out, too, as well, which it got hot. So, it was just weird. When I went home, I was knocking on my son's door, and there's a mirror right there, and it was the first time I saw myself from like, you know, from the event. And the lights on, I was like, oh shit. I was like, my face is red because I'm the whitest Mexican ever. So even when the sun's a little bit out, I turn red. I was like, what in the world? And he's laughing. I was like, I don't know what happened. I was like, shoot. I was just out there all day long, but
sweating and
you know,
shivering at the same time.
So the weather was kind of tricky, but all in all, I was actually looking forward to the cold. As crazy as that sounds,
No, we don't get it enough here in San
but
Antonio.
I wanted this particular event to be cold and eating ice cream and snacks and just running around and have that winter feeling type of magical experience. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next year.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how we're going to improve this as a team all together, because I think a lot of people are going to get very creative, just like this, to do something that's going to
Out
be
of the box, yeah. I wanted to do something very different.
No, we did. The people noticed. They
Something that you would just, it's a whole
so good.
event happening in just the dessert.
It's the excuse to
Yes.
pop off, to say,
Something
hey, you know
fun.
what? I am going to push myself. I'm going to see how crazy I can do it. And especially to not have to worry about selling stuff. Like, I think that is definitely a good point of view in the sense of, look, you don't have to worry about selling it. You can get as wild and creative as you want, and people are going to try it anyways. Because oftentimes, especially her and I have seen this past month trying to actually sell some of these pastries and desserts, doing pop-ups, finding places to go do them. A lot of people are like, a macaroon, what's that? I've heard of it. I've never tried it. And it's
So
just
once
How
we
do you
get them to try them, they're hooked. They're like, we'll
How do you
buy 3
define
of
that?
them.
What is a macaroon?
It's a meringue cookie
Okay.
made with egg whites and almond flour.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So it's
Wow.
very delicate to make. The weather it does not like humidity, so
Okay.
yes.
Hey, so the cold day helped out.
It helped
Cold day
out, but
did help out.
more when you're making it, when you're prepping it.
Okay.
Because they do have to, you pipe them and they have to dry out, which you saw the fan that
Yeah,
they
I
were
was about to
hitting.
say, that was,
yeah. So it does not like humidity because they come out ugly. The feet don't come out perfect. They don't come out flat.
Oh. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Before we get more into you guys and how you got started into pastry and catering and all that fun stuff with food, a quick shout out to the proud partners. We had Alamo Photo Booth. We had Jody Lolo Events. We had Trendsetter Threads and San Antonio Restaurants Group. So I appreciate them. Also, our 4 judges. We had Chef Sydney, Coach JT, Robert from SA Live. He's one of the producers, and Alex with San Antonio Munchies. And then, of course, the entertainment. DJ Richie Rich. He's watching right now. Shout out to DJ Richie Rich, the best Latin DJ in the city. He was in the house. And then you had also DJ Mystic, our entertainment director. And then we had DJ Astro, DJ Max, DJ Mao, and DJ Boss. So, again, it was a team effort on everybody's part. AJ, shout out to AJ Rivas tuning in right now. He was actually traveling, big TikTok influencer. Go make sure to follow him. So, what's up, AJ? But again, thank you overall, everybody. I mean, even the venue, Smoke Texas Downtown, we're excited to team up with them and allow us to rent out the entire venue for those hours.
No,
So
it's a beautiful space too.
It is a beautiful
Oh my
space.
God, I'd
It's
never
a very
been there
big
before.
space.
Yeah, it was.
You
I was
didn't-
surprised it fit all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you did not even feel crowded
Nope.
at all.
No, and shout out to the security guys too for doing their thing as well. It was just it takes a village to do something like this.
Definitely.
It really does. And again, there's I'm grateful and blessed that we had all the vendors excited about it. And some of them, they ran out of food by like 4 o'clock. They were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm done." I'm like, "Dang,"
There were hundreds there.
And the thing is that I always tell people the minimum 400, right? But it's up to you to prep, more and more, be prepared, overly prepared sometimes. But it was just a great turnout to see everyone. There's a lot of things that I did take into consideration for next year that I wrote tons of notes. And that's the whole thing about us, is that we're very transparent on what we know what we could have done better, and we take criticism, and then we take feedback. So it's just like overall, we don't ever, if someone told me something and it sounded negative, I don't get mad. I'm just like, okay, I put myself,
turn it into a positive.
I turn it into positive, but I put myself in your shoes and say, okay, let me think how they're thinking, because maybe they have a different point of view of it. And then I look at it and I dissect it. And I'm like, okay, I see it. All right, cool.
Well, there's
So we
also
fix it.
a big thing to be said too about, like, in the world where you are your harshest critic, because that's one of the things I always say is every single time I do something, I find a million different ways I could have improved it, done better, challenged myself. And so being able to kind of, you know, acknowledge that, see that is always exciting to me. And then I always have to have people remind me to, like, hey, dude, just because you could have done better doesn't mean it wasn't great. You know, just because you see yourself improving doesn't mean you're bad now, you know. And so it definitely was a blast and a half, and I hope no one is telling you anything to make you think otherwise.
No, overall, to be honest with you both, I haven't had anyone say anything negative. Everyone's just been so positive. They're like, we're ready for the next one. And then they're already like, when are you going to have the early bird tickets on sale? So, and that's the beautiful thing, you know. But, you know, we have a whole list of festivals throughout this whole entire year. And I'm adding a couple more now. So it's just crazy just to see the love from San Antonio. I love San Antonio. I really, really, like, when I say I love San Antonio, I love my city. I had a friend ask me not too long ago, he said, would you ever move from San Antonio? I said, no. And he said, why? I said, why would I leave a city that shows me nothing but love and giving me opportunities every single day to do what I have a passion for? He's like, man, he goes, you really love our city. I was like, I would not be here without the city and the team, like everyone on the team too as well, from even our producer, John Martinez, even AJ, even Troy and Chris and Ronaldin and Steven behind the scenes that do the graphics and the videos. And you know, it takes a really strong team to do all this stuff. And then the volunteers that help out too throughout the events. My fiance, she helps too as well. It's just, the list goes on and on and on with the amount of love people just like willing to. It could be as simple as liking and sharing.
Bro,
you know, that goes so far. When someone likes my post and share it, or likes our post on our business pages, when people like it and share it, that goes so far. Because you may have
other people that
don't know about it.
Networking,
So anyone that's watching this, you have to go like and follow their pages, please, and share it and congratulate them and follow them and try their food. I mean, support local. Nat Boogie's big on saying support local. So
San Antonio definitely has everything it needs for it too. You know, like, I honestly feel as I've gotten older, I've started diving more and more into local businesses, local shops, local things like that. And I've come to realize, you know, someone who's doing the thing you're going to go spend money on anyways. You know, everyone knows a chef, everyone knows a bartender, everyone knows a musician. Go support your friends. And like you said, even just pushing the buttons makes it such a simple gesture, and it really goes a long way.
I've said this plenty of times. I have strangers that like and share my stuff than my close friends and my family. For real. My close friends, I talk shit all day long. I'll be like, y'all never like anything of mine. Y'all never share anything of mine.
They're so used to you that they're
But, I know, right? But still, no excuses. In the beginning, I used to be that friend that would call my close friends down the list, go like my post and share it. And they were like, which one? You post so much. I was like, go like all them all then and share them all.
Whichever one you haven't done yet.
Yeah, so, no, but you have to be as transparent as possible because, again, social media is so powerful.
It is.
Right? Yes or yes?
Yes,
definitely. And if you have a post and say 4 people liked it, but you have a group of family and friends, you should be able to call your mom or your dad or your brothers or sisters or girlfriends or boyfriends or best friends and say, hey, my post right now has 4 likes. I need it to get to 10. Can you like it? Yes, I can. Yes. Why should they say no?
Simple.
It's so simple. But I have strangers that like and share immediately.
That's good. That means you're loved in the San Antonio community.
I know, but I need my family and friends step it up now. I'm about to cut y'all off. That's fine. No more free tickets for y'all.
That's it.
Just set up for me to share stuff like, all right, here's all my friends. Hey, I'm sharing this one. I'm sharing this one. No, it definitely is.
But it's amazing. So, okay, let's get into the journey. Let's really get into, how did you get started? Why do you have a passion for food? Let's go with you, Grace.
So I love the creativity that comes with pastry. I love making art that people can enjoy. I love seeing people be happy when they try my desserts. That's it. I'm passionate.
And how long have you been doing it?
Since 2012, so that's 12 years.
12 years. Wow.
That's when I went to culinary school, and I got a baking and patisserie degree.
Congratulations on it.
Thank you. But yes, and it goes by really fast. Honestly, I can't believe it's been 12 years.
Right.
But yes,
It's an easy industry to stay in love with.
it is.
I'll
I
say
mean,
that.
it's hard, but I love it.
And you mainly focus on pastry.
Always, yes.
Okay. Always. Okay.
Yes, I love the creativity of it. I love how fun it can be. I love how it can make people happy, but at the same time they can enjoy it. It's an art. It's delicate. There's technique behind it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, is this your favorite thing to make, or the only thing that you make, or is it more items?
I've gotten really good at making macaroons, and I make
Okay.
one of the best. But I like
Obviously,
making
yep. Mhm.
I like making other things as well. I love making fresh apple pie, ice cream. We've actually won an ice cream competition once
Really?
before together.
Wow.
Yes, we got People's Choice as well.
right, yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
we-
Look at that. The people love you.
Yes. And I actually did a do on a macaroon. It was in the shape of an ice cream cone.
Wow.
Yes. So, but yeah.
Creativity right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what about you?
Oh man, honestly, I just love getting paid to party in whatever facet, whether I'm cooking for you and my food is helping be a part of your party, whether I'm bartending, whether I'm just hosting and having fun. I just love partying, and to be able to find a profession that pays me for it and to be able to share those good vibes. Right after college, I had gone and worked at USAA actually and did
Okay.
that corporate life.
Yes.
Within 6 months, I was, it was not for
Get
me.
me out of here.
Yeah, and I was thinking, well, when's the last time I had fun doing a job? It was when I was serving. And then I went to Bohannon's, and that's what my manager there said was, guys, you get paid to party. Leave everything else at home. You're getting paid to party. And that has stuck with me ever since. And I said, you are right. We're
That
getting
is
paid to
amazing.
I
party.
mean, you have to enjoy life, right?
Yeah.
Do
You
something you
do.
love.
And it's a lot easier sharing good vibes with people than it is telling them, hey, your car got totaled. There's a check in the mail. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. So, how did y'all meet, and how did y'all start working together?
So we met at Clementine
Yep.
at a restaurant we used to work at here in San Antonio.
What was that?
I was pastry cook /
Chef?
assistant, yeah. But we had a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And then he was the server.
Yeah, and that was 2016? 2017, whenever they first opened. But yeah, that was the first time we
18?
met.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then paths went separate. She continued doing the pastry thing. I went into
Mm-hmm.
the world of management, director of operations, and then I don't even know what brought us back together this year.
We did an event together,
yeah.
the wine dinner.
Yeah, that's right.
I
He's
did
like,
a-
I don't remember.
I did a creme brulee. Mm-hmm.
Shout out Chef Adrian for bringing us back together on that one. I
Yeah, oh,
guess.
that's true. That was him.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
sous chef
Yeah.
brought us back together.
And now here we are back again, right in the seat, winning championships,
I was
letting
like-
the people know.
Yeah.
We're great working together, so I was like, might as well start again, and here we
No.
are.
It's a great combo. And what y'all did, y'all created, together.
It's a
I
1-2
mean,
punch.
I wouldn't
Yes.
be here without Gilbert, to be
Aw.
honest.
And
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a product without her.
So it works out. Yeah.
It does. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what's next for you guys when it comes to events? Anything else that y'all have coming up, or?
So in the immediate future, we're doing a wedding rehearsal in March. But as far as like sort of the next public thing, Solar Eclipse is happening in April. And we're kind of putting together like a little bodega for an eclipse festival up in Fredericksburg, the Hill Country, which was voted the best place to view the eclipse.
Oh.
So that'll
Nice.
kind of be the next public venture, of course.
Okay.
If anyone wants a dinner or wants some of this beautiful product, you can go to either of our pages and get in touch with us there.
We're doing seasonal cookie boxes as well.
Every month, new inspiration, new
Okay.
theme.
New ideas.
And you get cute little boxes just like this.
Yes. You try to think outside of the box, do something different, fun,
Nice.
but at the same time, very yum. Good
The
tasting.
important part.
Very
First.
delicious.
Yes.
Very delicious. I
Delicious.
can honestly say that. I mean, you guys were one of my favorites. I'm glad that I wasn't a judge, and I'm already happy to put these events together. And I go based on what I eat. So I eat one sweet per day. Like it's a must. It could be as simple as cookies and milk, or a bowl of cereal, or glazed donuts. We have these like mini glazed donuts always
those are
there,
so good.
and so I just pop it open and I'll have one and I'm good, or maybe I'll have 3 and I'm good, or like how I eat my it's so crazy. I like homemade baked cookies, but my favorite cookies are Chip Ahoy.
Okay,
Like,
you can't ever go wrong with
Chips Ahoy, though?
I love Chips Ahoy. Like I love them so much. But as a kid, all the way till now, I still eat them like a bowl of cereal. So I get the whole package, I crunch them up in a bowl, pour milk, and I eat it like cereal.
That sounds delicious.
Oh my gosh.
My dad calls those bastoskia. And my dad does not cook. He's never in a kitchen, but our bonding moments would be like 2 a.m., I'm up, he's up.
Yeah.
Get his bastoskia, and he would just put ice cream, chips, cookies, every sweet you could find, pour milk in it, and just slam it all together.
Oh, wow.
And that was our bonding, was bastoskia.
That's cool.
I'm pretty sure it's made up, but you know.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I mean, yeah.
But you know what? Now someone's gonna listen to that, and
they're gonna be like, "What's that?"
They're gonna be selling it now.
Mommy, I want a bastoskia.
10%, y'all. 10% right here. No, that it's so crazy. Just the creativity, though. You know, because you think about all these vendors that were there, you know, like you have Sebastian's Snack Shack. They had a grape, and it was called, I want to say cracked grape, or maybe no, it was called something else. That's what they heard it from, but it was like so good, and then their candy apple and.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the one that won me over. Was that apple?
Like, it's just so to me, like the creativity is where when you're able to be that person, the chef and the baker, and you be like, hey, I'm gonna try something new and be creative with it, and it actually comes out good. That's a huge plus. You know, how do y'all come up with, like, how did y'all come up with the item that y'all did for the Sweets and Sugar Festival? Like, where was the, like, of course the inspiration is Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Yes.
But how did you know what to put together?
I mean, I feel like it was definitely the Willy Wonka theme that started all those thoughts, in the sense of, you know, well, how's that song go? Something of pure imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know Grace was adamant on, I need something
I watched
that they
the
can
movie
open
and
up and have a golden
chocolate
ticket. Yeah, and so I mean, it started there, but it was your creation. Where did?
I mean, I watched the movie before I watched the chocolate.
Which one?
The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So the one with Johnny Depp.
Yes, that one's my favorite.
Is it really?
Yeah,
You're not a Gene Wilder fan?
I know, I'm Gene Wilder over here.
I guess
the old one, the 79?
71.
I guess I watched it when I was younger. I didn't have time to watch it again.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Wonka?
Yeah,
it's
they
a
have
musical
Wonka.
Though, the new one.
So I'll tell you a story real quick. My family, we love watching movies, and they say, hey, we're going to watch the Wonka movie. I was like, okay. They didn't tell me it was a musical.
Yeah.
And I don't like musical movies. And I'll be the first one. Once you tell me it's a musical,
you're out.
My like interest just drops fast. So they didn't tell me. And we get our popcorn and nachos and everything, and then finally the opening scene is a damn musical. I'm like, what in the world? But I honestly can say that I loved it.
Really?
I thought Wonka was brilliant. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought the musical, like, for someone that's not a fan of musical movies, I would watch that again.
Well,
I really enjoyed it.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm about to go check it out.
Yeah, I really did. I really liked it. Because I'm an old school person, so when you say Gene Wilder, I'm like, yes, that's day one. Chocolate Factory, I was like, oh, okay, I see it. It's kind of, you know, it had its own way of being.
That's the one I grew up with, though.
So, but no, it overall, it was just amazing to see, you know. But I get the inspiration because you could see it. I mean, your whole booth was a Willy Wonka inspiration.
Yeah, no, we definitely, I ain't gonna lie, power of the internet. There was a lot of Amazon shopping for that one to find all the different little swirls and everything. But yeah, no, shout out Wonka. I do need to go see the new one though. I did not think it would be that good, but if you're hyping it up, man, I'm gonna go.
I mean, to each his own. I mean,
I like the older ones more, but.
What makes you really like that one? Is it because of Johnny Depp? And he's a good-looking man.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I know, right? She's like, it's just Johnny Depp.
Yeah, basically.
Would you poop in his bed?
No, I was like, what? It took me a minute, but no.
Miss Amber heard.
Okay, so first place, did y'all think that was going to happen? Did you go in there with that expectation, like, we're going to take it?
I mean, yes.
I mean, are you competitive?
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I'm not very competitive, but I felt very sure of a product, and I did feel like we were going to win. 90%. That 10% is like you never know.
You never know.
There's competition and it's okay if we
Lightning
don't.
may strike and blow up our booth.
But we felt confident with what we had. We were excited as well to just have people try it, even if there was no winning involved.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like confidence is probably my greatest skill. Like, you can ask a lot of my friends, they get so mad when they're like, man, you know, if we got caught in the woods by a bear, I'm like, you better pray for the bear, all right? You know, like, I am confident beyond belief to the point of because, like, I'm a firm believer, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? You know, if you don't think you're going to be the winner, why is anyone else going to think you're a winner? You know, it starts with you, it starts on the inside, and it don't matter what the competition is, I will always say I will win it without a shadow of a doubt.
That's a good attitude.
Just
That's
positive
good energy.
vibes. Manifest.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
things.
Manifest. There you go.
Only,
all we do is win, 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 no matter what.
We have to attract positivity.
And it helped, too, that we had already won the ice cream competition like years ago.
We're like, we got this.
When was that?
I want to say it was like 2017, 2018.
And what event was that?
It was Dorsal.
They're High Wheel, however.
They're a distillery company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was just a local ice cream competition. I think we were representing Clementine.
Here in San Antonio?
Yeah, right at High Wheel. I don't think High Wheel's open to the public anymore, but they still brew.
Okay.
You can buy their beer at HEB.
But they used to do that event, that contest a few times.
It was their only one, I want to say.
No, I've seen other people have trophies as well.
Oh.
I went to Liberty Bar and I saw the same trophy we have.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, hey, that's the one I have in my room.
The trophy shelf.
I love that trophy. It's an ice cream cone.
Yeah, it's sad they don't exist no more. But, you know, COVID, I'm not going to lie. COVID was definitely the time that everyone needed to support local, and not a lot of people were able to retain the public eye.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. You know, what would be one piece of advice for someone, and both of y'all can answer this. What's one piece of advice that you would give to someone that is interested in becoming a pastry baker or a catering chef or a bartender, or, you know, what would the advice you would give to them?
I mean, just have fun doing what you want to do. Just put your heart and soul into it. Have fun and enjoy what you do, because if not, there's no point in doing anything. You have to put some love in there, and people can taste the love.
Okay.
Yeah. You really got to enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
I know there's a quote that has always pushed me forward in everything I do. Funnily enough, it was from a video game when I was like 12 years old, but it says, courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality. And that is just something that I'm like, dude, you just got to do it.
That's also true. Like, getting out of your comfort zone is very important.
You can't stay in bed and do whatever you want as you want to do.
Amen.
You got to push out.
You have to push yourself and become better each day. And
ask for help.
That's
literally
true.
how we exist, how we got together was just us asking
like you
for
were
help.
saying, networking is very important to get yourself further in career. Know people.
And it's crazy how much people are willing to do if you just say, hey, can you do this?
Yeah.
You know, as simple as, hey, can I please join your sugar festival? I know it's in 2 weeks, but please. And then it's like, yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Someone will say no, and you know what no means?
There's another door open next for you.
Opportunity.
Yeah. That means that something better is out there for you.
Remember that. So, no, you know what's so crazy is that I say yes to, I would say 90% of the time, 99%. If someone tells me something, I will say yes. And it's funny because at one point we had 30 plus vendors, and I had people ask me, well, isn't that a little bit too much? I was like, nope. I already know what's going to happen. They're like, what's going to happen? I was like, not all of them is going to come through. They're like, but they all said. I'm like, anybody can say anything they want. But when you're not paying for it, there's no, you know, commitment. When you pay for a vendor spot, there's a commitment. Because you're like, oh shit, I spent $200 on this vendor spot, or $300. So there's a commitment. But when you actually have no commitment besides paper and shaking hands and all that, it's like how really serious you are. Now what's happening is everyone that missed out and saw it,
now they're getting FOMO.
Now they're like, oh, MikeAnthony, I should have really gone. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
my bad, man.
I didn't realize. And I tell them, bless you. I tell them, you know, that you have to get thinking outside the box. You have to get yourself out there and understand this is long term. Because what happens next year? You go again, you win first place People's Choice Award. That's 2 years in a row.
It will happen.
You know, manifesting already.
Of course.
And so that's the thing, because now everyone, once we announce the second annual, everyone's gonna now know that you won first place. So what do you think they're gonna go automatically to? They're gonna go to your booth first. And because they're gonna be like, oh man, there's a reason why they got first place. By the people. Some people always ask me, which one's the best one? The best award by the judges, the best Sweets and Sugar Award, or the People's Choice Award? And I always tell people, like, man, it's so hard to decide, but you got to lean a little bit towards the people, because that's a general public to where they're telling you they like your stuff. So, and it's just amazing to see. I didn't know who was going to take first. I honestly didn't. I was eating one and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good. I ate another one. Oh my God, it's so good. I gave everybody first place. Like, but I tied all the way. But because I'm such a sweets person. So for me, I've never tasted something I didn't really like. I'm trying to think of a dessert that I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of pecan pie. And it's only because of the fact that it looks like a bunch of roaches. And, you know?
True. And also pumpkin pie exists, which, you know.
I like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is my jam. That and honey buns. I love honey buns.
Ooh, honey buns.
Yeah.
I love honey buns. I love honey buns too. Those are so good.
In college, that was my diet, was those little 50-cent honey buns.
I like honey buns. John and AJ, what did y'all think over here with their spot at the Sweets and Sugar?
You got such a smart daughter, bro. You're raising her great. Thank you.
See, it goes back to just like the creativity, having colorful, you know, on there. It just, y'all did a phenomenal job.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now for you guys, 12 years. How many years for you?
Dude, honestly, my whole life minus the 6 months I was at USAA.
Okay.
It was technically my first job ever was working in my dad's shop. But like my first paid job ever, I was a busboy at, oh my goodness, what's the name of it? It was off 410. I think it's shut down now. It was some corporate restaurant. I was a busboy there for like a year or two. Then I moved to Saltgrass. Then I moved to Arizona, worked at a few restaurants there, and then took a break. And then post-college, that's when I decided to take it seriously. But yeah, about 16 years now. Yeah, about 16 years now.
Wow.
I've
That's
done
amazing.
everything under the sun, except, of course, be a baker. My hands don't do that. I'm not that good.
My hands don't do that. That's too funny. Now, what could you say is one challenging obstacle that you face during this journey?
Ooh. You want to take it away?
Just during this journey for the sugar festival.
No, just in general.
Perfecting the technique behind baking.
There you go.
Yes, because it did not, like, I did not start like this. The
Okay.
first day, culinary school, I cut my finger. I almost cried. It was a long journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kept you going?
I wanted to become better. I wanted to perfect my product as well, because it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of practice, and sometimes you fail, but you can't give up.
Okay. You, Gilbert?
I definitely say getting out of my own head, because it's very much, everyone tells you growing up, oh, don't care about what other people think. But in this industry, you're like, no, it's my job to care what people think.
True.
I get paid off of if you think my food is good, if you think my presentation was good, if you think all the details are right. And I know along this journey for me, the toughest parts have definitely been those dark days where you're just sitting in your bed at like 3 a.m. being, am I doing it well? Am I doing it right? Do I suck? Do I fail? All because, you're not getting the love you think you so deserve. And that to me is the hardest part about this industry, is the mentality that comes with it, and kind of juggling, caring what people think, but also caring more what you're putting out. And yeah, it's a balancing act.
Mm-hmm. All mentally, it's a mental thing to where you have to stay strong at all times.
You do.
Because you both are business owners. You both
Yes.
are entrepreneurs, and we all go through that roller coaster. Am I doing it right? Should I
Sometimes
not
you
do
just
this?
wanna
Should I do
give
this?
up. Tirar la toalla. Say.
What does that mean? Oh.
Like F this.
So fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. Because sometimes it's hard and you want to
Mm-hmm.
cry, break down. Why am I doing this? But no, it's the love you put into it at the end of the day.
And that's the thing too, especially with the food items, you can taste how the person felt when they were making it.
Yeah.
If they were rushing, you can taste it. If they were
Firm believer of
pissed,
that.
Yeah, you can feel it. And so, like I said, the mentality, at least to me, is everything. And because just like she exists, you're gonna suck at everything when you first start, but eventually. It's not cute to not be good anymore, It's like, oh man, don't worry, you'll get there. Oh wait, you've been doing this for 16 years? Bro, go find another field, So
You have to have really transparent people that are being able to be giving you that constructive criticism.
Yes.
And sometimes people
Honest
don't
feedback.
have that. Sometimes friends think it's easier to be nice about like, oh, it tastes good when it really tastes like shit.
I want them to tell me, taste that.
Yes.
Just so because I can make it better. But if you don't give me
Unless you're not a sweet person, I don't care about your opinion. When someone says, "Oh, I don't like sweets," well, then don't eat it. Like,
I'm
tell me you don't like sweets and you're gonna eat it and give me a comment on there.
On that same end, though, the most generic compliment to ever exist is, I normally don't like spaghetti, but this spaghetti, and I'm like, what does that even mean?
Spaghetti.
I say that. I'd be like, hey, you just called me out. I say that about pecan pie because I don't like pecan pie, and at the Petroleum Club, the chef over there. He made this incredible pecan pie. It's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said.
Look,
I said normally I don't like pecan pie, but yours is fucking the bomb, man. But honestly, truth, it was really the best pecan pie I've ever had.
Is that Petroleum Club?
The Petroleum Club.
All right,
yeah.
sure. I'm gonna go check me out a little pecan pie.
So pecan pie over there. So, but again, okay. So congratulations,
Thank
first
you.
place, People's Choice Award. Where can they follow you on social media?
They can follow me at Sweet Jupiter Bakery.
And that's on Facebook, Instagram, or
that's
just
on Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Yes.
And then where can they follow you on social media?
Anywhere you look. At the Guild TX is our Instagram. That is spelled TheGildTX. You can go to my website, theguild.net. You can go to my Facebook, The Guild TX as well. You can check out any of his pages where we're tagged in. Make it easy for everyone.
Yes.
All access promo.
There we go.
We are there.
Okay, and then there was one more other thing I was going to ask y'all, and now I'm going blank for some reason because you just did that little promo of the All Access. Oh my gosh, what was it? Oh, how did you come up with the name? Your company name. How did you come up with it?
Oh, man. Okay, so the Guild is a play on my own name, Gilberto. You just got Guild. But it also represents, exactly how we operate in the sense that we bring together the best pastry chefs, the best catering chefs, the best bartenders, the best partiers, the best of every field to give to you whatever it might be and help provide support and business for each other. Finding the opportunities for our bakers to come out and win the People's Champ and kind of creating a guild of those in the service industry. So, for those that are looking to join the entrepreneurship field, holla at your boy. I got you covered.
Yes, awesome. And Ms. Grace, how did you come up with Sweet Jupiter Bakery?
I thought it was a fun name. I
Okay.
do like astrology, so that's kind of where I got the Sweet Jupiter from.
Okay.
Jupiter.
Out of this world.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so thank you again for being our guest tonight.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations
Thank
once
you so
again.
much
And
for
we're looking
having
forward
us.
to having you at the second annual San Antonio Sweets and Sugar Festival.
We can't wait.
And hopefully we can see you at maybe one of the other festivals that we have coming up. So for those that are still watching, please make sure to go like and follow their pages. Help us reach 300 subscribers. We're at 290 right now. Support local as always. Our next festival is in less than 60 days. It's going to be here on the property of Alamo Biscuit Company. It is the Taste of the Medical Center. We have Jay Bettis, legendary Tejano singer. We have Chris Bettis, Selena's husband. And those two big names are going to be phenomenal performances. And then, of course, Richie Rich. Shout out to him for tuning in as always and being supportive. Richie Rich, you are going to be part of that event too as well. I do want to make a special announcement. We are going to be launching the very first ever San Antonio Margarita Festival at Smoke, Texas downtown. My partners are Adrian and Chris and Manny. So I'm looking forward to it. And then also we have a huge fitness and health expo festival that we're going to be doing as well. And that is with Coach JT. And that's going to be over here at Alamo Biscuit Company. So when we do the events, either at Smoke or here, we're renting out the whole entire property. When it comes to this location, over there, we're renting out the whole entire venue. And, of course, there's other festivals to look forward to, such as the San Antonio Hemp and Reggae Festival. Then we have the San Antonio Brunch Festival. And then, of course, we have probably one of the biggest festivals, which is the San Antonio Pizza Fest. So all the way around.
All of those.
So you're more than welcome to participate or enjoy the event. We love and really love your food and everything like that. So thank you for everyone for tuning in. Much love. This is Late Nights with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony, and I have my co-host Nat Boogie and Dr. Queen Natasha. Shout out to John Martinez for making sure that we sound and looking good. Shout out to AJ for helping out. And again, always support local. We will see you next Monday night at 10 p.m.
Love y'all.